皆さん、また来てくださってありがとうございます。こちら、マンハッタンニューヨーク、朝からずっと雪が降っておりました金曜日の夜です。バックグラウンドにはね、これイギリス行ったら食べてみようシリーズを流しております。前回ビベークさんだったので、今回はトランプさんを流します。トランプさんのを乗っけようと思ったんですけど、この火曜日のを乗っけようと思ったんですけど、水曜日もあって、それでね、私ね、昨日ね、保守党系のね、番組をね、見てたんですね、日本の。で、すごくね、割とね、比較的正しい情報を流す番組だったんですよ。アメリカから見てても。ところがね、この方々がね、最後にね、今、アメリカの共和党のプライマリーがあるんだけど、やっぱり、トランプさんになった方がいいのかな、みたいな感じで、私はね、でもね、ニッキー・ヘイリーさんいいなと思うんですよって言ったんですよ。これもうね、本当にね、なぜかっていうと私知りたかったんですね。そしたらね、なぜかっていうと、彼女は女性だし、マイノリティで、しかもエリート学校出身じゃない。これね、大間違いなんですよ。このね、もう本当だからね、本当にこういう学者の方とか、保守の方が正しいね、認識をぜひ持ってほしいと思って、今回ね、やっぱりね、ニッキー・ヘイリーさんってそういう人じゃないんですっていうことをトランプさんのコメントから乗っけてみようと思います。私個人としては、大嫌いなんですけど、その大嫌いの理由は、アメリカに住んでる人間として言うと、今のアメリカもう本当ひどい状態なんですね。私は特にニューヨークに住んでますから、もう本当にひどいんですよ。で、ニッキー・ヘイリーさんっていうのはね、口を開けばね、ウクライナにお金を送りたい、ウクライナにお金を送りたい、ウクライナにもっともっともっとってこう言うんですね。この人戦争屋なんです。なので、私はまず嫌いなのと、日本人っていう見地からいくと、台湾有事に関して、他の共和党員っていうのは断固として守ると、アメリカとしてはこういう意見を持って断固としていくんだって、こういうのが多いのが彼女だけなんですね。日本とフィリピン巻き込めって言った人は、日本とフィリピンも戦わせればいいのよってこう言ったんですよ。つまり彼女何も分かってないんですね、日本の状態も。こういうね、ただ戦争がやりたいだけっていう人をね、トップにするっていうことを私はね、もう大反対なんですね。ということで、トランプさん見てください。どうぞ。
I was actually surprised when he called because he was doing well. And it's an honor to have his endorsement. He's going to be working with us, and he'll be working with us for a long time. Thank you. And now for sort of the opposite, in my opinion. As you know, Nikki Haley in particular is counting on the Democrats and liberals to infiltrate your Republican primary. You know that. That's what's happening. You have a group of people coming in that are not Republicans, and it's artificially boosting her numbers here, although we're still leading her by a lot. But people behind Nikki Haley are pro-amnesty, they're pro-China, they're pro-open borders. These are the people that are backing her. They're pro-war. We don't want war. We got out of all the wars. We beat the hell out of ISIS. They're pro-Biden, frankly. And if she wins, Biden wins. And if Biden wins, New Hampshire cannot win. You're going to lose, and bad things happen. We had the greatest country in history. In our history, 3 years ago, we had the best borders. We had the best economy. We had no inflation. We rebuilt our military. We gave you the biggest tax cuts in history, the biggest regulation cuts in history. We need strong borders. We need free and fair elections. And if you don't have those two things, and I'd love to add in, we need an honest media, because we don't have an honest media. The Democrats are supporting her because she's easy to beat. You know, the Democrats are funding most of her campaign, and they're doing it because they want to run against. But I guess they looked last night, and they looked at all of the different states. We're beating her by, many, many, many points in South Carolina. She's the governor of South Carolina, and she's losing by 50 points. That's not a good sign. But more importantly, we're beating crooked Joe Biden in every poll. We're beating him. We're beating him all over. I mean, and by the way, we're beating him very big in a place called New Hampshire. Have you ever heard of it? Have you heard of it? If you want to defend your honor, and if you want to defeat the radical left Democrats and save America, you must vote for your favorite president of all time, Donald J. Trump. said, I do want to talk about Nikki because this perception that she's gone up. But I worked with her for a long time, and she was okay. Not great. She was not great. She's not tough enough to deal with these people. I will tell you that. She's not tough enough. While Joe Biden is pushing the largest tax hike in American history, he wants to quadruple your taxes. Nikki Haley supported a brutal 23% national sales tax, which is a disaster, by the way, why she did it. And that's why some people call her the Nikki New tax. I don't think that's particularly good, but she did support. She wants a 23% national sales tax. You have a 23% tax like that, I think it makes them unelectable. And there's other reasons they're unelectable, but so we're going to take this country, we're going to turn it around, we're going to make it better than ever before, greater than ever before. The radical Democrats are looking to literally destroy our country, but we didn't have one terrorist attack. Iran was broke. I told China, I told all of the countries, anybody that does business with Iran buying oil, because they are really the purveyor of cash, but the purveyor of terror. They would give billions and billions of dollars out to Hamas, to Hezbollah, billions and billions. I say, anybody that does business with Iran, you're not doing business with the United States. Plus, we're going to put a tariff of 100% on all your goods that you send in. And everybody, including China, said, well, I guess we're not doing business with them. And they were broke. Iran was broke. They were broke. He used that term under the Trump administration. They couldn't do anything. They had no money. They had to survive. And we would have made it possible for them. All I wanted them to do is not have a nuclear weapon. Our leaders are incompetent. They're incompetent fools. They're 38 days away, they say, from having a nuclear weapon. Once they have a nuclear weapon, negotiation is going to be a whole different thing. Biden and his media protectors would have, and they are protectors. They protect him. I mean, you see things that are so bad. I mean, he can't walk off a stage. He's looking for the stairs. Where am I? Where am I? This guy's negotiating nuclear with Putin. Where am I? They all grab, you ever see they set, Secret Service, by the way, is great. They run up on the stage to grab him because they're afraid he's going to fall off the front of the stage. Speeches are not exactly good. They're very short, because you run out of octane, You run out. You ever notice he starts off, hurrah, MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. Oh, we're going to get MAGA. By the end of the speech, he's like, oh. They say, get him off the stage. He needs another. Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to the cocaine? Whatever happened to whatever the hell it was that they had in the White House a couple of them? That was a strange event. I mean, I know it very well. I actually put her there for a different reason. I shouldn't say this, but you had a lieutenant governor named Henry McMaster who was fantastic. I figured if I took her out of South Carolina governorship, put her someplace, any place, I put her someplace, then Henry McMaster, who was my friend and who's turned out to be a great governor in South Carolina, Henry McMaster would become the governor. So I moved her to the United Nations. And honestly, she was not a good negotiator. She was not a good negotiator. Now she likes to talk about, when I negotiated with China, I negotiated with China. I did all of it. We got in hundreds of billions of dollars, and I did it. And, she has a hit on Social Security. She wants to raise the age very substantially. You don't need that. We don't want to do that. And we have that liquid gold. We don't have to do that to our seniors. And the same thing with Medicare. They want to obliterate it. We're not going to do that. Biden people are coming in. They have Biden stuff, and they're coming in to register and to vote in your primary. It is crazy. Unified. We are going to unify our country through success. But right now, we don't want Democrats voting in the Republican primary, Sununu. And they're very good at it, too. They're good at cheating on elections and disinformation. In Iowa, nearly 50% of Haley voters said they plan to vote for Biden in November. Now, that means that she's like a Democrat. I actually think she might go to the Democrat Party. So if you want a nominee who is endorsed by all of the rhinos, globalists, never-Trumpers, and crooked Joe Biden's biggest donors, no, but if you like all of those things, including the rhinos, then she's your candidate, I'll tell you. If you want to defeat the radical left Democrats and save America, you vote for President Trump, and we're going to do it very quickly. We had it done. We're going to do it.
いかがだったでしょうか。ということでね、トランプさんがね、途中で言ってた不正、このことに関してなんですけど、私も今ね、ちょっと驚いてます。 もう不正が始まってるんだなっていうことをね、これで分かったんですけど、これどういうことかっていうと、アメリカの選挙っていうのは、登録をしないと選挙できないんですね。みんな住んでる人が投票できるわけじゃないんですよ。アメリカ人だからって言って投票できるわけじゃなくって、そのアメリカ人でも投票しますって言って、レジスターしてる人だけができるんですね。で、それは共和党でも、民主党でも独立党でも何にも所属してなくても何でもいいんですけど、この共和党の予備選っていうのは、私は共和党員の共和党支持者ですっていう登録をしてる人だけが投票できるんですよ。ところが、今トランプさんが言ったのを聞くと、この、どう考えてもトランプさんがこれ勝ちそうだから、もちろんバイデン対トランプさんだと絶対負けちゃいますからね、バイデンが。今、この予備選で急に民主党のバイデン支持者が登録し直して、私は共和党に登録しますって言って登録し直して、そしてこのプライマリーにニッキー・ヘイリーって入れて、ここでトランプを落として、そしてバイデンに入れると。こういうね、不正って言えないですよね。変わったって、私は共和党に変わったんだって言えば、誰もね、それは嘘でしょって言えないですし、そして11月にやっぱりバイデンがいいからって言ってバイデンに共和党に登録しておきながらバイデンに入れても、それはその人の自由ですから、それを不正だっていうふうに言うことはできないですから、もう始まってますねっていう感じでした。ということで、この説明で分かっていただけたのかしら。日本と全然システムが違うんでね、どういうことっていう感じなんだと思うんですけど、前回も不正って言われたのは言いがかりじゃなくって、113ミリオン登録者なんですよ。投票する権利がある人が113ミリオンなんですね。そこでトランプさんがすでに74ミリオン取ったんですよ。ということはね、これね、小学生の算数ですから、113マイナス74が81になるわけないんですよ。だからおかしいってみんなで言ってたんですね。で、それを調べてほしいっていう抗議が1月6日にあったのにもかかわらず、これを調べずに調べてくださいって言ってた人を、牢屋にぶち込んだと、こういうことなんですよ。これがね、今アメリカで起こっていることなので、もう今回の選挙は何としてもトランプさんに勝ってほしいと思います。ということで、また見てください。